if I can get it up now, is a photo of my next guest. He's kind of cute. He's from Englewood, New Jersey, and he likes to dance and play with airplanes. So what makes him so special? Let's bring him out and find out. Please welcome John Travolta. Everyone is so excited to have you here. Starting with me. Where have you been? Where have you been? You made 3 big hits, then a couple of not so big hits, and then you just went away.
No, wait, you forgot one additional hit.
And what? Which was which?
Staying Alive.
Oh, well, no, Staying Alive I consider part of the original.
No, there's 4.
Oh, 4 huge hits. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you, 4 huge hits. You were so young. The first time I met you, how old were you? Welcome Back, Kotter.
21.
21. How did you handle all that?
You mean
the huge amount of success that came so fast to you?
Well, it's not easy, but you know, in order to survive, you do it. You know, you go a little unconscious at the time, a little bit in a foam.
Did you begin to feel you have to compete with yourself?
Oh, sure.
Because they expected you to go on and on and on, hit after hit?
Oh, sure. And for the first, 7 years, everything I did was fairly successful, and then
very successful.
You know, you run into a few, and then it confuses you.
I was gonna say, what happened? What was the first movie that wasn't a success?
Probably right after Grease was Moment by Moment, and that wasn't a success.
That's it with Lily Tomlin. Right. Were you in shock? Did you say?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean.
Well, my mom had died right before that, and then the movie came out. It was like, oh boy, what a year, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Your mother was very influential.
Sure.
She told the story, which I love, that you lived in New Jersey, and your mother didn't want you to have New Jersey accent.
Oh, sure. Well, she was a drama teacher and a speech teacher, so the New York and Eastern accent in general sort of grated on her, and she'd correct us all the time. And by the time I became a professional actor, I had lost the accent completely. And then I get the role of Barbarino, which is, you know, maybe the heaviest New York accent you've ever heard in your life. And she said, "Oh, please, go on talk shows. Make them know that you don't have that accent." You know?
But when you were so young and you were so successful, the press jumped. Like I did a lot of homework on you.
I know. I see.
Yeah. Well.
Brother.
Oh, brother. Do you wash loincloths, by the way? I was just curious. Do you remember this? Can I show this up? Oh, yes, I know. The press, for a while, though, just took terrible advantage of you, and you're very...
Oh, I wonder why. If you posed like this, wouldn't you take advantage of me, geez?
Yeah, but you were so good, you answered them all. I mean, they asked you questions that you shouldn't have answered, and you answered. You were darling.
Well, I don't know if that was darling. I think it was stupid a little bit.
No, I think just because you're very nice. I've never met you when you weren't very nice, and I think they took advantage of you. They asked you questions they shouldn't ask, and you...
Well, maybe, but, you know, again, I was competing with entertaining them. You know, I thought, well, gee, that's the press, and you've got to answer their questions, and you have to be interesting as well. And then you realize that interesting doesn't matter, you know. It's just that the right thing, it matters more, you know.
They went way into your sex life. Oh, well, they did.
Sure, I know.
Yeah, and I found that fascinating, too.
You did?
Yeah, well... People like to know. People are always interested in these things.
No, only you like to know, Joan.
Oh, John. Well, then just tell me. Do you get involved with your leading ladies?
Well, never during a film, but maybe after.
That's very interesting.
I mean, that's been a while ago, but, you know.
Have you been... Did you ever have a big romance with one of your leading ladies that we didn't know about?
Maybe.
Well, for example...
Oh, come on now.
Oh, you can tell us one name.
Well, now, look, I made a mistake years ago, and I spoke about some romantic interludes, and I got in a lot of trouble for it from those people. And I swore I would never do that again. So I'm not going to do it now.
Who did you hate?
Who?
Of your leading ladies. Let's go to the... You liked Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, I didn't hate anybody. It's very difficult for me to hate people.
Are you really that... Because you always
sure,
such a nice man.
I see good in people mostly. I mean, I know that people are evil as well, but I can't help but see mostly good in people. It's just I don't think it's a fault either. I think it's a good thing. I mean, I like people.
Are you very much a loner? I mean, you have just a couple of very close friends,
I would
or
say
you're
I
very
have a
gregarious?
handful of close friends, and I know a lot of people, but handful of close friends, sure.
I want to talk about the movie that you're in when we come back.
Okay.
I want to show a clip. I want to find out how you got that incredible body, because you were chunky, right? And
Several times I've been
yeah.
chunky.
And Sylvester Stallone, what it was like working with him.
Sure.
So we'll be back in a minute with John Travolta.